What up? Wade here. So I was just having a little leisurely stroll through the park near my place. I was thinking about a couple incredibly successful people. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, two of the most richest men in America, really self-made. And I'm sure you've probably heard the legendary story of how they first met, where they were out on some boat playing bridge, and somebody asked them what led to all the success that they had. In a suspenseful moment there, they all wrote it down on a sheet of paper, revealed it at the same time, and they both said it was focus. And so focus, this is something that I'm always constantly harping on with my clients, to where it's focus on the micro level within their business or within their career, but also when it comes to work-life balance. And so you have all these things that really pull you off of focus. You need to get cutthroat and just have that monomaniacal focus for the thing that you want to be successful at, and just block everything else out. And so, let me get a couple examples here. The guy I was talking to a few days ago, for him, he was a stock trader. And so he was talking about the ticker symbol, the stock ticker symbol, and how it sucked him in, and it's kind of fun, and it's that productive procrastination where you think you're actually working, and you're like, oh, I'm studying what's happening here because I might have to make a decision, but more often than not, you don't. And I said that's really similar to my own life, to where a lot of entrepreneurs, you're getting your leads through the internet, online, and what does that lead to? A lot of social media. It's literally architected to suck your awareness, suck your attention away. You have those little notifications like boom, bang, you're like, oh my God, did somebody like one of my photos? Did somebody comment? Is it a good comment? Is it a bad comment? You get sucked into that. And even as an entrepreneur, there is some value in making sure that I answer all the comments, to make sure that I'm getting that feedback and having that engagement, but you have to limit it and set it for a certain amount of time. And so also when we go, let's take things a step deeper here. Too often entrepreneurs, when they're starting off, they're focused way too far ahead. You want to look at success that's like a ladder and be what is one rung ahead. You don't need to be thinking about your mission statement and your core values when you don't have any employees, or even when you have 3 or 5 employees. That's something when you have 15 or 25, then that's maybe something to get into. Or what is your tax structure so you can decrease your tax burden? Unless you're making a couple $100,000, that's not even worth getting into. What you got to be focusing on, what your primary focus has to be, is cash flow, is revenue, and just getting that. And everything else, you just block it out. All those other ideas, all those crazy opportunities. Oh, I could do this other artificial intelligence. I should get an iPhone app and cut that shit out and just focus on revenue, focus on the cash flow. So now let's take this out into work-life balance. You need to optimize your life in a way that you can really have these periods of focus. And so think about one thing is what time of day. And so if you're trying to work hard all day at a normal job and start your business at night, and you're like, why am I not able to do this? I don't have the willpower, I don't have the discipline. It's like, yo, you can't do that at 6 p.m. because you've used up all that glucose and prefrontal cortex. You have to set up the start of your day so that you go, okay, for me, I have this, it's sacred time for me. We're from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. every single day. If my mom calls me, sorry mom, I'm not answering. If I get a text from my girlfriend, I'm not responding. If I don't even have my email client open, so I can't even tell if an email is coming in. And that first time for me, that's sacred, to where I'm working on things that are gonna move the business forward as fast as possible. Those high leverage things that take a lot of mental willpower. And so too often, the way most people start their day is they get into answering some emails, checking some social media, oh shit, it's already noon, I haven't done anything. And that's not the way to go. Again, be cutthroat, be ruthless with where you put that focus in your day. But then also thinking, like I said, work-life balance, where are you getting thrown off of focus? Do you have a couple toxic relationships? Maybe with friends, maybe with family, maybe with your significant other. You need to, again, be ruthless with who you surround yourself with, the ecosystem that you create, so that you can be that Ferrari where everything's out of the way and you're just jettisoning ahead, and that's what leads to getting the success you want as fast as possible. So, in conclusion, to start, you gotta know where you're going. This presupposes everything. What are you gonna be focusing on? What is the end goal? Get it crystal clear. Have it be measurable, those SMART goals. Second, what are the things getting in your way? Cut all those out. Be ruthless. It's sacred time. You want to have it sacred. It's like religious for me to go that morning. You have to set aside that time for yourself before anyone else. If you got to wake up earlier, do it before you start your day job. If you have to have certain meetings, do it before that. Go to bed a little bit earlier so you can do what you need to do when you're the most mentally aware. And then everything else in your life, you got to have an ecosystem that sets yourself up for success. Don't fight against the current. Don't battle things that don't need to be there. Again, put yourself first. Be selfish and selfish towards your goals. Cut out everything else and just move ahead. It's time to commit. what I want you to do down below in the comments section. What is your primary focus? What are you going to focus on? And what are you willing to do to make it happen? As always, enjoy. And you're thinking, oh, shit. Social media, it's,